All right, now Chapter 2. Before we start reading, I want you to take a look at the pictures. Look at the picture on page 10. Okay, what do you see on page 10? I want you to notice at least 5 things about the picture on page 10. Okay, first of all, what is it? And do you notice anything on it? And why do you think it's shaped that way? Okay, take a look at the picture on page 11. Okay, who is in this picture? What are they doing? Where are they? Why do you suppose they're doing what they're doing? All right, now on page 12, look at the carved stick. Okay, this says the Powhatan Indians used poles like this in their ceremonies. Sometimes they had a ceremony before they went to war. Okay, let's go ahead and read that cartoon. 4 months to cross the Atlantic is too long. We should have taken a plane. Sorry, Max, back then only birds flew. All right, now take a look at the picture on page 13. Okay, what do you see in that picture? Who do you see in that picture? What are they doing? What is that on the ground? Notice how the ship is very close to the land. Okay, now at this point, if you'd like, you can turn this off and read to yourself, or you can follow along with me. From England, part of Britain, 144 people would make the first trip for the Virginia Company. Of the group, 104 were settlers, and the rest were crew, all men. The group left on December 20th, 1606 in 3 ships. These were the Discovery, the Godspeed, and the Susan Constant. Captain Christopher Newport was in charge of the voyage. The difficult trip across the Atlantic took about 4 months. There were storms at sea. Much of the food had rotted. Some of the passengers became ill. Also, the ships made stops at a few islands in the Caribbean Sea. This was far south from where they were supposed to land in Virginia. They were glad to finally reach land at 4 a.m. on April 26, 1607. Yet it took another 2 weeks to pick a site for the colony. On May 14th, they settled on a place they named Jamestown Island. It was on the James River, about 60 miles from the mouth of the Chesapeake Bay. This was in the region we now call Virginia. Jamestown Island was not really an island, but was actually a peninsula. That is a section of land surrounded by water on 3 sides. Only a very thin strip of land connected it to the rest of Virginia. Captain Newport and the others liked the spot. The water around the peninsula was deep. Their ships could be brought near the shore. That made loading and unloading vessels easier. The new land also offered some protection from Indian attacks. It was almost completely surrounded by water. That made it easier to defend. The colony would be safe from Britain's enemies as well. Jamestown was near the Atlantic Ocean. Lookouts could be posted to spot approaching ships from Spain or other countries unfriendly toward Britain. The settlers thought they had made a good choice. Unfortunately, they would soon find out that they had not. There were some things that they had not considered. Hard times were ahead for this adventurous group of English colonists.